Jai Hind all of you. Welcome to the class. So now let's start with our today's topic. Yesterday we have already covered with the prokaryotic cells, and now today we are going to cover with the eukaryotic cells. So now let's see about the eukaryotic cell. Yesterday we had gone through some of the differentiations in our previous video, right? That prokaryotes are having not well defined nucleus, whereas eukaryotes have. So let us see that what type of a nucleus they are having. Actually, they have well developed nucleus in the surrounding. Alright, with all the Golgi bodies which are required, like mitochondria, like Golgi bodies, these all are present in them, like lysosomes. So eukaryotes are a well developed nucleus having organisms. Now on the basis of the cell division, eukaryotes are further divided into two cells. One is the plant cell and other one is the animal cell. Let us find out some differentiation in the plant cells and the animal cells. The plant cell, which you can see over here, this is having a cell wall, whereas the animals, they don't have cell wall. A large vacuole is present. In the plants, but this large vacuole is not present in the animal cell. Whereas rest other all functions which you see, they all are present in the plant cell and animal cells. These are some basic differences between the plant cell and animal cell. Now let us first see about the structure of animal cell, and then we'll move to the plant cell too. Before we move further, let me tell you that all the Golgi bodies, what you study, are they all part of the endomembrane system. So we are going to see the endomembrane system. For example, if you're going to study the mitochondria, that comes in the endomembrane system. Mitochondria, or you study about the endoplasmic reticulum, vacuole, Golgi apparatus, okay, then lysosomes, they all are part of the endomembrane system. This all we have to study now. Now let us see. For example, if this one is an animal cell, now in this animal cell, as we have already gone through, that there is a well defined nucleus present in this, right? Now this well defined nucleus, which you can see over here, just to this there is a attached endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so this is the nucleus and this one is the endoplasmic reticulum. Now endoplasmic reticulum is divided into two parts, smooth endoplasmic and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now how you can differentiate them? The surface on which there is a rough endoplasmic reticulum, you will find some sharp structures which are called as the rough endoplasmic reticulum. And here these are the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. We'll see that what are they actually, right? Now this you have gone through the nucleus, and this one is the your ER, which is endoplasmic reticulum. Just over here you will see that there is a mitochondria. As you know that this mitochondria is also called as the energy bag, or this gives you ATP to perform any of the work. So this is the mitochondria. Alright, now just after this mitochondria, one more thing is there which you can see just very much close to the nucleus. You will find Golgi bodies. Okay, so these are the Golgi bodies. Fine. So these Golgi bodies you can see over here. Now, in this Golgi body, this is very much close to the nucleus. The part which is close to the nucleus, this particular part is called as cis, and the part which is away from the nucleus behind side, that is called as the trans part. Alright, we'll see that what kind of a function they are going to perform actually. So we have seen nucleus, which is a double membranous bond. We have seen the ER, that is endoplasmic reticulum with the smooth and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. We have seen the Golgi bodies. Now these Golgi bodies is having a closer section, which one is to the nucleus, that is called as cis, and the other one which is behind, that is called as the trans. Now let us see this, but before that let us see one more thing about the nucleus of our plant cell. Okay, so if this one is a plant cell, as we know that it is having a cell wall too, right? So now in the plant cell, a large area is covered with the vacuole. Okay, so this is a vacuole. This is actually, it absorbs or it synthesizes all the waste materials, right? We'll see that what are those waste materials. Now just next to that there is again a nucleus, and again in this nucleus also there is a endoplasmic reticulum. Fine. So this is the nucleus, this is the vacuole of the plant cell. Now just closer to here you will see a small dotted structure every place over here, and this is called as the plastids. So these are the plastids. Now let us move ahead and see all the parts of it now. As you know that this nucleus is over here, which is a double membranous bond. Inside this nucleus there is a genetic material. Alright, so this genetic material, that means it is having DNA in it. So now what is going to happen over here? The DNA which is over here, this DNA will get transcribed into the RNA. As you know that it has to pass on the genetic material, genetic information from one generation to other, right? So now for that purpose it is going to do the transcription or transcript. So now when it will do the transcription, it is going to get converted into the RNA, and then further this RNA will convert itself into the protein, and this is going to be the primary form of protein. Alright, so the DNA will do the transcription, and that transcription of DNA will be in the RNA, and then the protein will be there, and then further protein will get synthesized, it will be here through the process of translation. Now see what is happening over here in the nucleus. The nucleus, which is over here DNA, this will come to the endoplasmic reticulum at this place. Now this endoplasmic reticulum, which is over here, this is going to convert or going to transmit the information to this place. Now here RNA will be getting all the genetic informations, and now from endoplasmic reticulum all the informations will be further passed to the Golgi body's cis part and then to the ER part. Okay, so in this the work of your RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, is to do protein synthesis. Alright, and now the information that RNA which is over here, this will travel over here cis, and then it will come to the trans part. Now at the way it is going to come over here with the vesicles. Okay, now these vesicles are having RNA in it. Okay, so these are the RNAs. Now for this purpose only, this Golgi bodies is quite closer to the nucleus so that it can receive the RNA. Now when the RNA has come over here at this place cis, it will start converting into the protein. Okay, so now here the protein synthesis, protein formation, modification will go on, will get start on. So now you have come to know that the synthesis of protein is done by RER and the modification of it is done in the Golgi body's cis part. Now at the meantime, when the protein is getting modified, at the same time here lysosomes are going to get formed. So here inside this only lysosomes will start getting formed. Now further you will see that the lysosomes which are developed over here, they are in the Golgi bodies only at the time of the modifications of the protein which is happening over here. Now let us see about the mitochondria. As you know that this one is the mitochondria. If you will draw this, you will come to know that this mitochondria is having a double membranous bond, and this double membranous bond of mitochondria, this one is the zigzag structure which is the outer one. Here this is the inner one, and this outer and inner are further divided or given the name of the cristae and matrix. So this is the cristae and here it is the matrix. Now it is having two work to do. First, it provides us energy as it produces ATP. Alright, so because of ATP, adenine triphosphate, it gives us the energy whatever it is forming over here, and secondly it also synthesizes protein. How it is synthesizing protein? As it is having its own DNA. So the DNA which is over here, it gets converted into the RNA, and further RNA's information, DNA transmits the information to the RNA and RNA transmits it to the protein. So for that purpose, protein is also over here which is helping or which is getting synthesized in the mitochondria. So mitochondria is having these two work to do or to complete. Now let us see further. This mitochondria is also responsible for electron transport system. Why electron transport system? Because inside over here there are a lot of enzymes produced or a lot of enzymes made. How come enzymes are made? Of course, when DNA, RNA and protein are doing their work, then as the byproduct, as the required material, a lot of enzymes will be required over here inside the mitochondria. So all that goes through the electron transport system. Further we will see that what is electron transport system in our next video. So for now, electron transport system is done over here. So this is all about the plant cell. Now let us see next about our this vacuole. As I have told you that the vacuole is occupying a large area in the plant cell. So now actually what happens over here in the plant cells, the endoplasmic reticulum is doing its work, right? Nucleus is doing its work. Now the cytoplasm, which is over here, as you know, the cytoplasm is all the vacant space over here, right? So the cytoplasm, all vacant space over here, whatever is there, that all are called as the cytoplasm, where there is no any Golgi bodies. That means it is having a space, free space, and that is the cytoplasm. So whatever activities are done over here, all those activities as a byproduct, few things are released, right? Enzymes are released, some waste materials are released when the cell is doing its activity. So whatever those activities, byproduct or waste product is there, they all are given to the vacuoles, and now to the vacuoles, through the transport system it goes out. Now what kind of a transport system it uses for it? See, the vacuoles, which are single membranous, they go through the active transport medium, right? So now in active transport system, as you know that from high concentration to the lower concentration movement happen, so the same thing happens in this also. So all the byproducts of cytoplasm are over here through the active transport system, and is then expelled out from the cell as a waste product. So all the waste material removal is that part. So this is about the plant cell. Now further let us see. So as these vacuoles are the single layer, this one is being the single layer, this is also called as a tonoplast. Alright, so here we are over with the vacuole. Now let us see about the cell wall. The cell wall of plant cell is like here. This cell wall is composed of cellulose. Alright, so this cell wall is composed of cellulose, and it is having a pigment which is called chlorophyll. This chlorophyll is responsible for doing the work of photosynthesis, and further this chlorophyll is there in the plastids. In next video we'll see about the plastids. Alright, so it is there for the plastid work. Now plastid is basically giving the color to the plant. So it basically gives color to the plant's leaves. Now we have to see one more thing, that we have seen RER, we have seen ER, we have to see SER. SER actually meant to synthesize lipids, which is like your fats, right? So whatever lipids, whatever fats are there, they all get synthesized through your SER. The lysosomes which you see over here, these lysosomes are also called as the suicidal bags. Now these suicidal bags are there to digest, to absorb, to complete all the hydrolytic enzyme which is in our body. So all hydrolytic enzymes. Now what are these all hydrolytic enzymes over there which gets digested by this? They are actually your protein, fat, carbohydrate. So these all gets digested because of the hydrolytic enzyme. So by chance, if any case these lysosomes gets burst, then all the hydrolytic enzyme will be thrown, will be just dropped in all the body parts, in all the cells, and it will, as you know that our body is composed of protein and fat, then it is going to result in the severe cellular damage of the body. So till now, for today, only this much is there. We'll see further in the next video. Thank you for watching it.